I understand what you're going through. Let me tell you, there's a lot of people in the modern church that are dealing with this. But what I need you to understand is that's not what God intended for you. That's not what he wants for you. A relationship with God, while it may still be exhausting, it's a whole different kind of exhausting. Not leaving you like this. If we go over to Matthew 11:28 through 30, "Come to me, all who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and lowly in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. My yoke is easy and my burden is light." This verse is talking about how we find our rest in Christ. I don't know how Paul could make it through all of the things he had to in his ministry without finding his rest in Christ. Think of all the times Jesus himself had to withdraw from something good to spend time with God alone. I get it. Life's busy. There are a lot of good things. Sometimes that means that we have to say no to some good things in order to make time. I promise you, if you make time for God in a day, you can do more with God than you can without him in a day. One of my favorite YouTube channels, called Impact Video Ministries, pushes the idea of holy habits. So maybe you don't have to cut out everything in your life in order to draw to God. Maybe you need to utilize your normal day-to-day habits better. Like, I have just started to try praying in the car. I had to turn off the radio, no more music. I'm sitting there in silence, but I'm praying in the car when I drive. Now, that's terrifying to me because I love my music. It seems to be an idol in my life now that I needed to get out of my way. I pray in the car every morning now because that gives me time alone with God. And guess what? I'm driving to work in the morning, so nobody else is in the car with me. It is a set time that I am alone and able to pray with God. Think about it. Even Jesus, the Son of God, withdrew to spend time alone with God, to find rest in God. If he had to do it, we have to do it. We need to spend time with God. This life was not meant to be walked apart from God. The reason you're tired is most likely because you're trying to do everything without God. And it's not that it's a malicious thing. You just want to do good. So you're going out to try to do good, right? You're ending up tired because you're trying to do it without the one who wants to help you, wants to be in relationship with you. I want to make one recommendation. It's a book, and this is pretty much just for the women in the audience here. But it is a book called Captivating by Stacy and John Eldridge. It addresses this topic in so much more depth than I can, and I think it is such a valuable tool. So please, if you can get a hold of this book, go to Amazon, find it. It's been out for a good while. There's plenty of used copies on eBay that you can get for way cheaper. Or if you got Spotify Premium, use those audiobook hours on this book because it is worth it. Focus on what's eternal. I'll see you tomorrow.